in right now, and you're going to see my screen in just a moment right here. So you can see here, this is Push Leads, the dashboard right here. Can everyone confirm that they can see my screen? Just put a 1 in the box, yes in the box, that's fine. And hey Wolfgang, good to have you on. Fantastic. Kenneth, and welcome John as well. Awesome. Very good day for it, and I appreciate that you're coming on. It's Saturday night. I didn't realize when booking the webinar it would be a Saturday that would have this on, but we're here now. So I'm going to keep this to an hour. I don't want to take too much of your time today. There's a couple of things that I want to go over. First of all, I want to go over there is a Push Leads software, and I'm going to go through the Push Leads software, go over that, and I'll share that with you today, and you'll be able to find out about the Push Leads software itself. And I'm also going to be going through a new system, and I'll be just telling you about that at the end. It's just it's something that we're working towards, that's happening next month, and we're looking for testers, 20 testers. So far we have 14 that have come on board, and we're looking for another 6. So if they're on this webinar, then I'll be telling you a bit about that. It's basically a 60-day coaching program where we'll take you through 60 days worth of coaching, start to finish, and then from there, after we've taken you through the coaching, you'll know, and you'll get information on a daily basis of what steps you need to take in order to reach the kind of success that you're looking to reach through this business. So if that sounds good, put a yes in the box, or just let me know 1 or something like that. And what are your thoughts so far on Push Leads? Let me know what you think so far of Push Leads. Cool, I've got it but haven't used it yet. Why can't I see the chat box? Dale's asking. It's a private chat box. There's no way to make it public. Can't really figure it out yet. Good. Accept developer issues, developer rights issues. Yep, and Wolfgang will address that today. Capture leads with a click. Very cool. Waiting for training. I have enjoyed it. Got it set up and watching it. Haven't had much of a chance to work with it yet. Plan on using it soon though, and love the concept. Haven't had a chance to play around with it yet. So hopefully this webinar will help you to understand what you're looking to do with Push Leads. It'll help you give a bit of a breakdown as to how to use Push Leads in your business. And this is a big opportunity. A lot of businesses such as Facebook, Upwork.com, and a lot of big companies now, news agencies as well, and advertisers are using this system, this Push Leads system. And before I get into this, I just want to mention also we've got a Push Leads discussion happening on Backers Board. If you haven't yet signed up for Backers Board, it's free right now. It's going to become paid next month. So if you want to join on this, we've got a couple of Push Leads discussions going on in this forum. One of them is about push notifications, and if you want to join in and ask any questions there, this will be a good place to do that. So this is it here. I'll just put it in chat box, and you can sign up for this forum. It's a free forum at the moment. It can be paid if you want to get premium access, but right now the main part of it's free. So if you want to join in the conversation, here's the place to go, and you'll be able to find out more about push notifications, keep updated with them, and then go through there as well. All right. Awesome. So this is Push Leads right here, and I'm going to take you through a quick demonstration of it today, and then I'll answer questions at the end, and then we'll go into the other section of this webinar. Okay, cool. So this is the dashboard right here. This is you can see here we've been doing a bunch of different tests and different campaigns through here. All of your campaigns, when you add them, they get listed on the side here. So each one of these represents a different push notification campaign that you're running. You can choose from send notifications, statistics, settings, landing pages, welcome message, and user access list as well. Now the first thing when you get in here is to go ahead and, first of all, you might see this API key thing here, and I'll just address that now. Now this was, and I'm just waiting for it to load. Okay, cool. I think it's already been, wait up, I know what's happened. My browser's frozen. One sec. Okay, cool. I've already added the API keys, so I'm assuming that it must have done that. Now, there's an API keys section here where you can actually add an API key to get the push notifications sent from Google, and that usually will pop up there, and you'll see that there. You've also got an application manager, and this also will help you to see which campaigns you're running right now. It'll help you to edit them and delete them as well. Now, when you go ahead and edit a campaign, you'll click Edit, you'll go into that campaign, and then you'll be able to adjust the subdirectory, the preview, and if you want to adjust even more about that campaign, you go into Settings over here. So let's start off by creating a completely new campaign from scratch. So in order to create a new campaign from scratch, really easy, just go Add Application, and then it's going to take you to this right here. It's going to ask you to name the campaign. So today, let's create one for Backers Board. So Backers Board. Now we're actually adding push notifications into Backers Board. It's going to be on an update that's happening hopefully next week. You should see Backers Board now has browser notifications you can accept to notify you when a thread that you've started or someone's replied to a comment of yours on Backers Board. It will then give you a browser notification. So let's go ahead and add that in. Brackersboard.pushleads.io. Click Save, and now it's saved the push notification. Now it's first of all going to say, hey, we've added it to notification lists. Now just be aware that we're setting this up, and it takes a few minutes to set up. Right now it will not gather your audience, and it won't send out instant notifications. It's preparing the campaign. It'll start, you'll be able to do that within a few minutes, but it's just letting you know that while this is propagating, it's not a good idea to do that. So it means that sometimes this, and this is where a bit of confusion is coming up, sometimes this process of the subdomain being completed can actually take up to half a day. It can actually take up to half a day. So I set up some earlier campaigns where I went ahead and I scheduled in a bunch of send notifications. I also subscribed to the push notifications myself, and I received those half a day later. Then after that, it worked every single time because I waited that period of time. So just so you're aware, that's what that means. You've also got a code that you can now add to your website. This is an HTML code, or it's a script, sorry, not an HTML code. You just copy this and you can add it into your body of your website or your header, and it'll basically pop up this push notification asking people to accept if they want to accept it. You can also download a WordPress plugin. And this WordPress plugin gives you the ability to add push leads to certain pages as you want them to. So you'll be able to add it to any of your WordPress pages as you want as well. So that's something that's there as well. Now, can everyone hear my voice okay? Put a 1 in the box if you can hear my voice. I just got a couple of comments. I'm just checking on chat, making sure everything's running smoothly. A couple of comments saying that my voice is a bit choppy. Hopefully it's okay. Okay, cool. So most people are. If it does become a bit choppy for you, log off and then log back on, and usually that solves the problem. Yeah, hopefully I don't have a cold, but my wife is sick, so I probably do sound a little bit like I've got a cold. I'm hoping that it's not anything that'll pop up now, but everyone's been sick and coughing around this place, so who knows. All right, from there, what we do is we go down to our newly created Backers Board dashboard. You can see that down here. We go to Settings, and then we're going to go through, and we're available and able to go through Settings. So customize the opt-in box for your website. We'll be able to go through, we'll be able to add a title. So, subscribe, or maybe the website Backers Board would like to send you push notifications. Notifications, and this is already typed in for you. Notifications can be turned off anytime in the browser settings. Okay, maybe it's Backers Board wants to notify you of replies and new threads. Click allow. Okay, we can put an allow button there where we can change that as we want. We can allow also on mobile devices. Disallow button is ignore, or it could be no. You could adjust this as you want. Now the template, there's 4 different varieties of templates. I'm going to choose variety 4 today, and I'm going to position it in the top right. It's going to be positioned in the top right. Cool. Once we've done all that, we can choose whether we want weekly reminders. So if someone goes to our website, they say ignore, or they decide not to go through, we can actually send them a reminder 60 minutes later, or we can actually wait until they come back to the website. And we can send 3 reminders or 4 reminders, 10 reminders as we want to make sure that this person has gone ahead and actually done it, actually subscribed. Cool, we click save. We've saved that. Now we can actually go ahead and adjust our logo. So we can actually go here, we can bring up a logo, for example. So we go to our desktop perhaps, and maybe we go and grab a logo. So we might just search down here. I'm just going to type in, actually we'll see if we can find something. So we'll go ahead and add in the logo. We'll just add in this for the moment, run a webinar. We'll add this logo in here, this image, and it'll show you that this will upload and add it as you want as well. Now you can use a software like Usign or something like that to create an image that looks really nice and gets added in here. Don't worry, it's off the page right now. It will resize. It is recommended you upload a much smaller image than this though, 110 by 110, to make sure it goes smoothly, but it should work still fine as this is. The software actually automatically shrinks down these boxes. So you'll see here, this is backers board. This is the one we've been working on. And now what we can do is we can go ahead and test this out and see how these notifications look for us. So the first step is to go ahead and add this to your website. So I've created it. We now need to go ahead and add it to our website. So I'm just going to go back to dashboard, or dashboard here, and I'm actually going to grab the code which is given to us here, and I'm going to go ahead and add it to one of my websites. Now I'm not going to add it to backers board today because that requires my developer. What I'm going to do though is I'm just going to bring up another website of mine, and I'm going to add that in as a temporary pop-up. So I'm just going to take it across. I'm going to go and add it into a current website. I'm just thinking I'll add it to WordPress right now, and I'll show you. Now, one of the things that, and I'm getting a comment about it as well now, one of the things we do want to do is add previews of what these notifications look like as you're actually editing them. That's something that's not been added in yet. It is something that we want to do down the track, but it isn't available quite yet. When we created this, we created it probably, it was created a couple of months ago. We had actually drawn up the plans for it when every big company started using these types of softwares, and then after that, we've kind of worked on it, and it is where it is now. But it's still we're still working on it. It's still really new type of software. There really isn't a lot out there when it comes to this. There's a couple of other solutions that have kind of popped up that have started after seeing other softwares that are out there doing this type of stuff, but there isn't a lot out there. So we're still adding to it, we're still improving it. This is really new ground in terms of technology and software. So be patient with us, and we'll make sure obviously those previews are in there. But you can always just add this to your website and preview it through adding it to your website. That'll also work really well. All right, so I'm just gonna do something really quickly. I've just been finding a website that I can use this on, so I'm going ahead and doing that. I've done that. I've added it to our website, and you can see here we've got template number 4. Now this particular template is a different colored template. You can see here the background color is pink. It stands out, and it's probably not the best template to be using with this type of website. So I've added this into my WordPress, and I can then allow, I can disallow. So is everyone seeing this right now? Just put a 1 in the box if you can see what I've added to my website here. Cool. Now I added this through a site builder. So I added it through a site builder called, what's it called? Optimize Press. So I added it through Optimize Press, and people can now allow. They can click allow. Then you wait, and it says click allow to confirm push notifications. Now what's going to happen is it's going to come up with this thing here. Does everyone see this? Everyone sees this right now. Put a 1 in the box that you see this. Show notifications, and the person who wants to subscribe to this just needs to click allow here. What that does is now they've actually officially subscribed to my notifications list, and now they're on the list. Now they'll receive messages, they'll receive responses from me, they'll receive information. All of that happens through that subscription that's done right there. Cool, everyone saw that? Awesome. How did I add it? Now what I did is I went into Optimize Press's editing place, and you'll be able to do this with any site builder you have, or the HTML you'd actually just add it into the body or add it into the header code. You can add it anywhere. Again, I'm just going to add it in here. I'll just show you how I've done that. I'll just load it up. It's going to take a little bit of time, but my internet here is really quite slow. Unfortunately, it's New Zealand, but next week I'm heading off to Russia, heading back to our home over there, and much faster internet, and it costs about $12 per month for unlimited fast internet over there. So looking forward to that. All right, page settings, other scripts, and there it is. So I went through that quite quickly. Let's just say that we removed this, all right? Let's just say this doesn't exist. So in the optimized preset editing dashboard here, I'd go into page settings. I would go into other scripts. So this would be closed. I'd go into other scripts here, the second option, and then I'd add it in here. And if it wasn't there, I would add new, copy it, paste it again, and then I'd put it in the header section. Now make sure that you don't put it in twice, because it won't work if you put it in twice. Scripts like this, they often don't work if you put them in twice. They only work if you put them in once. Then you close it down, and your notification is there. So once we've got our first subscriber on with Push Leads, we can then see in here that the subscriber should be reflected. Now here it says I've subscribed from New Zealand, and I'm subscribed through the Chrome browser. So all your subscriptions, whether it's Firefox, Safari, Opera, will be shown through this particular browser. Now they'll only get, yes, now Neil, good question. Neil's asked, do they get push notifications for the browser they were using while signing up for the push notifications? Yes. Now if they were to log back into the website through Firefox, they would get asked if they would like to add push notifications for Firefox. We've added push notifications for Chrome in this example. If I went back to that web page in Firefox, it would ask me again if I would like to subscribe to the Firefox push notifications. So just be aware of that, I mean, most people, for me, I use the Chrome browser most of the time. So if I go to a website and I accept push notifications, chances are I'm using Chrome all the time. So all of my Chrome pages, I get notified all the time. The last allow box will not show up in Google Chrome for Ubuntu. Now, I'm not sure about Ubuntu, what Ubuntu is. I've heard about it, but I'm not sure what Ubuntu is. Maybe extend on that, Scott. I haven't had any problems with Google Chrome. It's been working fine for me. Maybe there's a different system you're running. Linux version. Okay, Linux version. All right, good to know. Has anyone else seen that? Put a 1 in the box if you have, just so I'll report it to the developer and get him to make sure that there's a fix there. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So if you're using Linux, it's not something that I'm familiar with, but I will talk to the developer about that, and I'll get him to sort that out. Good to know, though. Very good to know. And now Internet Explorer is just been really discontinued. So, and it's actually quite a security risk using Internet Explorer. So we haven't created this for Internet Explorer. I'm not even sure if you can create this for Internet Explorer. So that's not included in the list for that reason. It's unfortunate. I'd like to include Internet Explorer, but it's a dangerous browser to be using, and people really shouldn't be using Explorer. There's been a lot of hacks, a lot of security risks, and especially when it comes to marketing, when you're dealing with a lot of different types of sites, I'd recommend using a browser like Firefox or Chrome. Cool. So that's that. Now what we do is we go down here, and we've successfully had a subscriber. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the next step, which is going to be our welcome message. Okay, so there's actually welcome messages you can send out to people when they first subscribe. So let's add a new welcome message today. Now this new welcome message, it could be thank you for subscribing, and you might put in the body here, look out for more updates coming your way soon. Smiley face. Link, we might add a link in here. We could add a link in like a free gift. We might say here is a free gift, or here is the free gift you were promised. So say for example you wanted someone to subscribe, you could say, hey, if you'd like to download a new version of my marketing newsletter, subscribe and you'll get it free. And you can actually send a welcome message with that free message as well. And yes, this is 100% recorded today. It will be recorded and sent out right after this webinar. Probably actually Sunday morning. We'll be sending it out Sunday morning. Is there a maximum amount of characters you can add to the body? Is there a maximum amount of characters you can add to the body? Yes, there is. I'm not sure what the amount is, but there is a maximum amount. I know that. The best thing to do is to test out your message and see if it all goes in and fits inside. There is a bit of because obviously it's a push notification, so there is going to be a limit, but that's there. Now you can put in a custom image here. You just need a URL. You can use Imgur, this service right here, imgur.com. This will allow you to add images. You can add an image here and you can upload it, and then you can use the link that Imgur gives you to actually add that image in here if you want to. For this case, I'm not going to use an image today. If I was going to use an image, I might go over here. I might actually grab the image address, copy image address. And I could probably add this in. Yeah, I'll add that in. And I'll use that image right here. Cool. I click save. And my welcome message is saved. Now, right now it's inactive, so you just need to activate it, and then any new subscriptions that come through will be able to go through, and they'll see this welcome message. So you'll be able to see that, you'll be able to see the statistics, you can edit it here, and it'll be available to people that subscribe from now on. Now, if we go ahead and want to send out notifications as a broadcast to our subscribers, it's really easy to do that. We just need to go into the application here. We add in a title, say maybe it's new thread on Becca's board, how to start your online business today. Find out more here. So we might put a message out like this. We might have, a link to a webinar or something like that. We've got an image. We could add an image again. We could add whatever image we want, and then we can choose the time that we want to. Now, if we don't want a time at all, okay, we don't want a time, we want it immediately to go out, then do not specify a delivery time because it'll just go out. If you do want to, then you'll have to specify a delivery time. So I might choose that I want it to go out at a particular date on April. I could say 3rd. I could adjust this if I wanted to as well. And I could adjust the settings to go out a particular date that I wanted to. And delivery ends. That's when this will, stop sending. It might be, this date here. So we could put a certain amount of time. So this basically means that if someone logs into their browser between these times right here, it'll send out that push notification. So it'll go out immediately at the time that I've specified here. And then if anyone logs into their browser, they're opening their browser, they'll receive that message between these times. That's because it's obviously time sensitive. We don't want messages going out a year later that should have been sent out within a specific time. So we can then go send, and we're able to then send those messages, and there it is. Do you see that? It just popped up in my browser. Everyone sees that? Put a 1 in the box. Thank you for subscribing. Look out for more updates coming your way soon. Here is a free gift. So what that's done is that's sent out my welcome message. It's seen that I subscribed. It's seen that I recently subscribed. It's sent out a welcome message. This is what it looks like. Now, it hasn't reached the time that I actually got that send message done before, so it won't send out that next message yet until the time I specify, but there you are. That's an example then of what it looks like to send out that welcome message. Pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool. It looks really nice, and it looks clean, and it's not intrusive at all. If people want to unsubscribe, they can click on this here, and they can go ahead and they can unsubscribe. All right, so they can unsubscribe from here if they wanted to. In this particular case, we're not going to go ahead and unsubscribe. We're going to leave it there, and we'll just cross it. They would click on that link if they were wanting to click on anything, and it would come up. How many messages can we set in advance? Unlimited, Simi, and you can set as many as you want in advance. Yeah, the graphic's nice, not bad. It looks nice. It's very cleanly done. Now I've also got settings, so you can actually see settings, people that how they've reacted, what they've done. We can see statistics here, and we can also see, and you can see here, one of my welcome messages was delivered. We can also see user access list, which is basically a list of users that we sign up. Now, I think this is actually for people that you want managing this for you, so you can add people to manage it for you. And then you've got landing pages in here as well, so you can actually add landing pages if you got the upgrade. So that's basically what the software does. It's a really quite easy to use software. It's simple, but it's really effective in what it does. It's like sending out emails, but doing it through the browser. Now, Ron, yep, you'll have a replay sent out to you tomorrow morning. Now, there is a size limit on the images, Jerome. I'm not sure exactly of what it is. I think it's 110 by 110, 110 pixels by 110 pixels. The software automatically adjusts the size, though, so it does that for you. So you don't have to worry about the size. It'll automatically adjust it for you. But I think it's recommended that you use 110 by 110. Cool. All right. For those of you who got the upgrade, I'm going to show you the landing pages because I'm getting a few requests to go into this. So we click on Add New Landing Page, and we can actually create a landing page. So if you don't have yet a landing page for your push notifications, you can actually create a landing page where people will actually be able to subscribe from. Okay, so you can create a landing page that it takes people, they might be on your website, you say, subscribe for push notifications. They click on this, and you might say, welcome to push notifications by Backers Board, all right? And you might put a video in there, you might actually have some page content added, and this will basically give you the ability to add page content, add it as you want, add a video if you want to, add in some social network stuff if you want to, and then it'll create a page for you that will include a push notification subscription option, all right? So if we went view, you'll see here, welcome to push notifications. It'll actually give you the ability to have people subscribe from this landing page here that you've created. Now, I've just created a really, really basic one. I haven't filled out anything. I've just filled in the title, really. And my internet's playing up a bit, so I'll just wait for this to load. And it's basically going to have a link in there where people will be able to subscribe to their notifications. And you can use this on your website. You can link to it. You can link to it off social media and get people subscribing to your push notifications. The landing pages feature, yes, is a pro feature. Now, can this be used with Shopify? You can use a link to Shopify. It won't integrate through the Shopify API. If you're looking for that, there are softwares that will do that, and they're on Shopify. They're for a monthly cost. I've seen a few of them that do that, and I'll just reload this because I think my internet's choked. I can't wait until I'm back overseas, and New Zealand is great, but in Wellington here we have a real problem with internet. All right, cool. So this is the landing page here, and usually what I think you'd see, and I've seen this before because when I was playing around with it before, what it did is it actually had a notification allow button. So when people go here, it'll come up with an allow button, and people will click it. I've already allowed the push notification, so it's not going to come up for me here, but it will come up for you when you first go there after creating this landing page. Now, Ruben, if you don't see this in your pro features yet, let me give you a support URL to go to, just because you should see it. It should be in there. So let me give you that URL. So for anyone else as well, this is the support URL. So if you ever need any support, go through this URL right here and you'll be able to do that. Now you can add as many subdomains as you want. Yep, they have to be unique, obviously, but you can add as many as you want. Can you say welcome to your company name, or is it default to welcome to push notifications? No, that's just what I typed. Jerome, you can have whatever you want. You can customize this as you want. The landing page you can customize as you want. There's no limits. I typed in that. So, it's up to you. It's fully up to you. All right, so let's go back. And then that is the system. Basically, that's the main parts that I wanted to cover today. Is there any questions that you have about the system so far? Anything that you have about the software? Anything else? If you use the WordPress plugin, extend on that, Renata. Do you need a subdomain? Yes, you do. You still need a subdomain. Yep, if you're using the WordPress plugin, you still need a subdomain. Cool, Roderick. GCM API key. That is if you want to add in if you want to have a new API key added for yourself, that the notifications are sent from, it adds a level of security, and it means that your notifications come from your account and not ours. Now, the developer added this in as an optional thing. You can add this in if you want, or you can choose not to. It's basically a Chrome Google Cloud messaging account. So if you have one of these accounts, in your account you've got a project number and an API key. You can adjust it from the settings tab here. Now for me, I haven't gone ahead and done this. The developer has said they will put in some training about it. And I think there should be some training on it now about how to add this in. But for me, it was sending fine, so I didn't see the need to add it in for myself. If you do want to do that though, then go into the training and you should find out the information that you need in order to do that. It won't affect how the software runs. It just means that the notifications are sent from your account, not ours. Can you show an example of what this looks like on a smartphone? Yet I can't at the moment because my phone isn't with me, but you basically, when it comes in a smartphone, it should come up as a notification, just a regular notification in your smartphone. Now, can you send a follow-up sequence? Would you like you would an autoresponder? Yes, you can. Now, one of the upgrade features, the OTO1 features, is you can actually send out autoresponder emails or messages, basically. So you can go ahead, you can send out notification or autoresponder notifications as they are as a autoresponder. Now, that particular feature is in here, and I was using it previously. I think I may not have the version that has it in there. Looking at it right now. If you got the upgrade though, you should be able to have that. Okay, cool. So Wolfgang's saying on a smartphone it looks the same as a desktop, just big on a smartphone due to the phone size, screen size. Now you can't. Can you say welcome to your company name, or is it defaulted to welcome to push notifications? You can customize it as you want. You can as you want. How do you give others access to Pro? Ruben, I'm not sure. Are you talking about how do you give people access to Pro who got the white label? If you've got the white label, and you've got Pro as well, then people who sign up through your white label should automatically get Pro. Cool. Confused between subdomain and developers domains. What's the difference and how does it look on the dashboard? Good question. Now the subdomain will look as it does in the dashboard that we saw before. It was basically a subdomain coming from Push Leads. Right now, the developer domain, it still comes from Push Leads from what I know. What it needs is domain mapping. And I know, Wolfgang, you've asked about this to the developers before. I went back and talked to them about it and got some feedback about why they hadn't done it yet. The reason is that it takes a long time for them to do it. So they said it's likely that it'll take a couple of weeks. I asked them if they would go ahead and here it is. See, here's the example here. So you can see backersboard.pushleads.io. That's my subdomain, and it comes from that URL. So for the developer version, the problem is that people that if you're using it with clients, they're still going to see that pushleads.io as the subdomain. So that's something we're working on to make it available for your own URL. And it might be that we just need to create a domain that looks a certain way instead of what it looks like currently. But I've asked the developer to work on it, and I'll just have to follow up with him and see where he's at. I know that's not a great answer, but that's where it's at the moment. Does that kind of answer it, Wolfgang? And I know, get in touch with me on Skype or in Backers Board, and I'll continue to follow them up and see where they're at with it. It's something that is important. It will make an impact. It will help a lot once that's done. Main reason it's vague is that I haven't got all the information myself yet. I'm still waiting for them to come back and just confirm 100% that they're going to have it done within a certain period of time. But I don't want to make any guarantees without them saying that, because in the end, this is not my software. It's a software that I was involved in the launch of, but it's one that I'm helping, supporting, and I really like the software myself, and that's one of the reasons that I wanted to get involved with it. But it's their call in the end, not mine. So I can push and I can push, but in the end, it's not 100% my call. Can push leads be used inside a landing page alone, like lead pages? Can push leads be used inside a landing page alone like lead pages? Yes, it can. Yep, you can use it. You can use the landing page feature to do that and have it just as itself. So you'd take people to that landing page and then it would pop up with, hey, would you like to allow this? And then you could allow it. Now I'm just going to check one thing. I've got a good question here, so I'm just going to check that question. Can you send to a specific page or post? Yes, you can. Yep, you can link to a specific page or post from the notifications you send out. Does it only show above the fold of your screen, or if you place it on the bottom right, does the user have to scroll down to see it? No, it'll do it above the fold. It'll only do above the fold, Simeon. Cool. Ruben, right now there isn't a feature. I don't believe it works inside of Facebook. It would be cool to do that, though. I have to chat to the developers about that and have a look at that. Now, the autoresponder sequence, Sanjay, if you can't see that, just give me an email here actually, and I'll get in touch with the developers or support, and they'll be able to point you in that direction. What are good traffic sources for push leads? Now, what I think is the best way to do this, and I covered this in the last webinar, so I'll only cover it briefly here. I'm going to be sending out both of those replays, by the way, tomorrow. So if you missed the first webinar, you'll be able to get that. When it comes to traffic, the best way to generate traffic for this is any way that you'd regularly generate it for your website. This is not a all-in-one, make money type software. This is a software that complements and can enhance the amount of money you make in your business used alongside other softwares. So push notifications, say for example, are great if you can get a lot of people signed up to them. So the goal should be to get people signed up for your opt-in list, because email marketing still does work. It's not as effective, but it still works. Most marketers still use email marketing. So the key is not to discredit that. The key is to get people signing up for your email list and also getting them to sign up for your notifications list. So if someone opts into your list, then after they've opted into your list, send them directly to a push notification acceptance page. Say, hey, thanks for subscribing. Would you also like to receive push notifications? Get them after they've opted in to actually go ahead and get added to your push notification list. Also add push notifications directly onto your website, so when any traffic hits your website, then they're going to be added to that push notification list. They can decide to get added to that push notification list. So you're building your list in different ways, because it means in future you'll be able to go ahead and you'll have more of a chance in engaging these people as well. So that's something that is important to realize and do. So when it comes to traffic, the same methods you'd use previously, from whether it's driving traffic to your website from paid traffic, or whether it's using JV traffic, whether people are promoting your products, creating your own product, driving traffic to that, that'll really help. Now, there's another strategy that I've given away in the past, and I'll give it away to you now. It's called 3,000 leads in 30 days. So 3,000 leads in 30 days.com/join. And if you go there, it outlines in a guide a strategy I used to generate my first 3,000 leads, and that's really relevant as well to what we're talking about here today. Cool. Tan, the replay will be sent out tomorrow morning. Another channel to develop for your target audience. Exactly. Now, I'm going to take a few more questions in just a moment, and then I'm going to go and first of all show you what we've got coming up. I'll just take one last question. You mentioned mapping. Can that be done now for the landing page feature currently built in? Can it be done for the developer version for the notifications? Now, right now, it can't be done. I'm trying to get the developer to map their domains. That basically means that you can replace your domain with our domain. It's not in there yet. It's something that I think needs to be added in, and it's something that I'm working to get added in. It would be really useful, and it's what we do with other software that we've used in the past. It's a big task. It's not easy to do something like that, but yeah, we are looking at adding that in. That would be a solution to the developer thing. Cool. Ruben, did you get the link didn't work. One sec, I'll get you the right link. 3,000. Oh, that's right. 3,000 in. Okay, one sec, I've got the right link. Let me send that link to you again. Sorry about that. I gave you the wrong link. All right, so here it is here. So, sorry, there it is. Okay, use that link. Sorry. This is it right here. So if you come to this, sign up for this, you can watch a quick video on it, and that strategy will outline a really good way of going through and doing that. So is that now working for everyone? Just say yes if you can get to this page now, if it's successfully working, and let me know. Cool. Awesome. All right. So, this will cover a really good strategy for that. Now, I want to quickly go into, if it's okay, I want to go into what I've got coming up. It's something that might be quite useful for people, and I'm giving 20 people the chance to come in before I actually go live with this and do this. And it's a strategy that's coming out, or system that's coming out in May, and I've been working on it really hard. And we're just starting the first sessions for this in 2 weeks' time. So let me go over what it is. Basically, I've been. We started Backers Board a wee while ago, not too long ago. This is the forum right here, and it's a really cool place that we've been able to connect with a lot of people. We've been able to, I've met a ton of people through this, and so far it's had a lot of comments, a lot of posts. It's gaining traction. It's gaining momentum. We're having more people coming in every day. During the weekends, we usually have between 50 and 70 people on live. During the weekdays, sometimes we have up to 200 members online and almost 300 guests online, which is really cool. So 500 people surfing the website. So it's starting to really pick up. And one of the things that one of the visions we had for this is we wanted to make it really transparent, really easy for people to get answers to questions that they wanted answers to. So it could become a lot more clear as to what you need to do. So what we're doing is we're actually starting a 60-day boot camp, basically. It's going to be a 60-day coaching program. And it's going to be run through Backers Board, and it's a $197 program. It's going to be probably a $497 program when we actually go ahead and do the main one. And basically what it's going to include is it's going to show you exactly what you need to do for 60 days to generate leads for your subscriber list and also create and launch your own digital product. It gives you step-by-step instructions every day that you need to complete. These instructions usually take about an hour to complete, and it's really to the point. And you need to make sure that if you're going to do something like this, that you can set aside that time to do it on a daily basis or catch up. You also have an opportunity, if you want to go further than just an hour a day, you can actually do more than that. We can actually give you more in advance, but every single day for 60 days, you'll receive an email, a training video of what steps to take on a daily basis, and you'll also receive some more information, and you'll have the opportunity to chat, engage, and talk with other members that are going through the training at the same time. It'll include a webinar every single week as well, and it's also going to include a few bits and a few other bits and pieces of information to help you as well. Training guides, step-by-step instructions. So, say for example, one day you might be unsure about something, so we'll include a link on how to actually do something, a training on how to actually do something. So if you're looking to make money selling digital products online, and you want a step-by-step, easy to understand and easy to follow guide to doing that, that'll take 60 days. It'll take you 60 days, and it'll lead you right to how to make money within 60 days. We've applied this with people that we know, friends of ours that we've actually taken through from the stage where they've been in jobs, working as a car salesperson or a teacher, and within the space of 60 days, they're suddenly generating a lot of income. A couple of the people you've probably seen around JVZoo who are now big sellers, I've actually taken through this process myself. We've gone through it. One of them has generated over $1 million. Another one has generating now consistently between $1,000 and $2,000 per week. And another one who just got started the other day, he's now starting to generate a few $100s a week, which is great, which is really, really cool. So if that sounds like you, if you want to sell digital products, this isn't for Shopify. This isn't if you're looking to help local businesses. That's not what it's for. We may do one of those in the future, but right now it's if you want to go ahead and sell digital products. So put a 1 in the box if that sounds interesting to you to get involved. The process from here is that I send out an email to you right after you get involved. We've got 6 more spots. And then after I've sent out that email to you and you've successfully signed up, I'll take you through the process. Because this is the first time we're doing this is something that I haven't done before. when you sign up today, you don't just get enrolled for this one, but you actually get enrolled for the next one we do as well. So you get two of them. So you get two opportunities to go through this information, because after going through the first one, we might make adjustments to the system and make certain adjustments to make it easier for people to understand. So it means you get two of those courses. You also get the webinars that will be happening for both of those, and you'll get in at $197 one-off cost. There won't be any other costs attached. You also get 60 days to the premium forum. We're making some updates to this at the moment, the premium content forum. I'm about to add a bunch of data in there. I'm just waiting for the developer to finish a new section in here where we're going to be adding a ton of content in, and I'm just waiting for him to add that. Should be by the end of this weekend, he said. So you also get 60 days to that premium membership. So I'm getting a number of ones in here. I've got about 10 ones in so far. We've got 6 more spots left. Once those 6 spots are filled, the link will shut down. So you'll know when those spots are filled, because you won't be able to see the buy button. You'll be able to go to the page, but you won't be able to see the buy button. So I haven't created a official sales letter for this. You'll hear a lot more about this later on. You're going to hear a lot more about it probably in a couple months' time. But if you do want to get access, it'd be great to have you on board. We'll be obviously we'll have a really it'll be very, working with 20 people in a group is going to be a lot easier than working with a few hundred. So right now we're going to have 20 in this group. In future, there'll be a few hundred in it. So I'll be able to pay attention a lot more to the 20 that sign up today and signed up yesterday because of that. And we're really looking to make sure that you're able to get everything done in the information we send you is able to be completed in the days that it needs to be completed. So that's the main thing. We'll be looking to get a lot of feedback from you as to whether the content is correct, whether there's enough, whether you need more, whether you need less, whether it's step-by-step enough. So that will be a big part of it. We'll be helping you the full way to fully understand those days. So for us, we can really perfect the course before we actually go ahead and launch it to the public. So this hasn't been discussed publicly. This is only available on these webinars, yesterday's webinar, today's webinar, and then it won't be available again, because I'm assuming that we'll have 6 people that will come on board today. So if you do want to get involved, this is the link right here. It's called postmanager.com/60day, and it's, again, if you're into digital products, if you're into digital selling, and I'll go here, and you want a bit more help, you want a guide to go through that, then this will help you to do that. So this is it here, 60 day, and you'll be able to jump in through here, and you'll see this buy button right here. Now, once you've got in, just put an I'm in the box just to let me know that you've successfully come in, and that'll give me an indication of how many spots are left as well, and I'll be able to confirm that you've come in as well. Cool, no worries, Wolfgang. That's all good. Excellent. Cool. And Kathy, if now is not the right time, then there will be a time in future. It may be a bit more expensive, but you'll have a bit more time to save up and get ready for it. You'll probably, we're hoping for those people that do get in, there'll actually be testimonials for the new launch. Now, obviously, this is optional. For us, the biggest thing here is helping you to get successful as you go through these 60 days. But we're hoping at the end of the 60 days, we'll have a lot of people that can, put their hand up and say, hey, I was able to generate, 3,000 leads within this 60-day period of time. I've now been able to generate, $1,000, $2,000, after the week after launching my first product, and that's the goal of this program. So we'll be going through and working hard to let people do that and allow people to do that. And Lawrence, yep, if you've got any questions about push leads as well, please post them in here and let me know. Is Push Leads cloud-based? Yes, it is. Yep, and yep, it works on iPad as well. Mikkel, it'll be the same as mobile. It'll basically come in as a smaller type app. Cool. Now I can see that a couple of people have already jumped in with the 60-day coaching program. If that's you, put an I'm in the box. Just let me know. I have a question about Push Leads Pro. The welcome, Sharon. Fantastic, excellent. I believe Sharon has come in, and someone else has come in as well. I'm just waiting for the name to appear on GoToWebinar, but welcome as well, and you'll receive an email from me right after this webinar. What is the monthly plan? Does that include the daily emails? Now, Eric, there is no monthly plan. It's a daily plan, all right? So every single day for 60 days, you'll receive your action steps for the day. And we don't over 60 days. So you'll be able to see where you're at in the 60-day program. And you'll be able to tick off, those days that you've completed. And, so that it's not a monthly. It's one-off 197. And you'll be able to, there's no monthly attached to it. It's just 197 for 60 days, and it'll include weekly webinars as well to make sure you're on track and answer any questions that you may have. Cool. Thanks, Wolfgang. I'll talk soon. Could push leads be used on every site? Yes, it can be. Yep, no limits to it. I missed the first webinar. Is it possible to insert HTML code into the push leads notice? No, it's not. No, we don't have that ability yet. Cool, I got another, just check again. Someone else has come through that I can see, maybe 2 people. So I can see so far we have about 3 spots left, until those spots are filled. And Christine's in. Fantastic, Christine. Welcome. Excellent. And it's good to have you now. Look out for your email. Again, I'm excited for you, and I look forward to joining with you in the 60 days, and you'll be receiving emails very soon. Now, the program itself is going to start in 2 weeks' time, the actual program, but I'm going to give you some reading to get started on before we actually start it, to get you to the stage where you've got a good base of knowledge before we jump in with the main course. You'll be able to run through it really quickly and go through everything as well. Now, you'll get 2 coaching programs, yes. So the first time we do this is 60 days, all right, 60 days. Then the next time will be 60 days as well, but that'll be part of the official launch that we do. So you won't have to worry about the official launch. You get that free as well. You'll get 2 chances to go through this. Now, you might go through the first. You might think, great, I've aced it. I know exactly what I'm doing now. I'm making money. That's fantastic. I don't even need to jump in on and be a part of the second one. So you can just tell us, it worked well for me. I don't need to be a part of the second one. But if you do want to jump on the second one as well, if you want to refresh the information, you want to go through that process again, or if there's something that you wanted to understand more or learn about more, you'll be able to go through that 60-day training a second time. So with Pro, I can only create 500 applications. Kelly, yes. Yeah, I believe that's the case. Fantastic, Les. Awesome. It's good to have you on board. And check our email. And just after this webinar, you'll receive an email from me with some more information and some more details about the program as well. And some reading to start with. If you want to start training now, there's some information that I'm going to be sending you that will be really helpful as you go through it. Do we create a new program, or will it be an affiliate? Now, you'll be learning how to make money as an affiliate marketer and a seller of products. So, Ruben, what I'm going to do is the 60 days is going to be split up into certain sections, but it'll start off with, first of all, learning some skills. I'm going to be showing you some skills that you can learn. Then after that, you'll be creating a product based on the skills that you learned, all right? Creating a digital product. We'll help you with it. We're going to give you the resources you need to do that. You'll be creating your own digital product. Then you'll be going out and you'll be generating leads and selling your digital product. Then after that, we'll teach you how to then email those leads and make money through email marketing, affiliate marketing. So it covers both product creation, launching, and affiliate marketing. It takes you through the whole process. So by the end of it, you'll have perspective over the whole lot. And it's exactly what we do. It's what others in the marketplace do on a daily basis. So, all the emails that you receive from people, they've gone through this process. They've gone through this exact same, flow. And that's why they email you on a daily basis. That's, it's the same process that I went through to become successful. It's what I do on a daily basis. So we'll be taking you through exactly the same process. I've never done anything like this before. It's not a coaching program I've done before. Something completely new. I haven't coached this before, but this is the main way that I've been able to generate income over the last couple of years. It's been a big income earner for me. and it's allowed me to create a number of good softwares, high quality softwares, and also inform my subscribers. We'll be not only showing you how to email your subscribers, but the right way to do it. So obviously you're perceived in the right way, and it's beneficial for your subscribers as well. So mainly it's for the online marketing niche. If you do want to apply it to other niches, you can, but I'd recommend start fresh, jump in, do it for the online marketing niche. And once you've got an understanding of how to do it for the online marketing niche, it becomes a lot easier to do it for other niches as well. So yeah. Thanks, Izzy. I really appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to having you a part of the system and getting to know you more as well. Really appreciate it. And a lot of it, we go into that sort of as well. Some of the stuff we do here, the systems that we've set up here, and you'll be learning all about that, which will be good. When I delete an app, does that reset the total with 500? Yes, it does. So, Kelly, if you delete an app, it's just 500 active apps running at one particular time. So, if you delete an app, then you'll it'll refresh. So, don't worry about that. If you want to delete an app, you can do that, and it will reset the amount of money you have, or amount of applications you have to use. Awesome. All right. So, any more questions about anything, push notifications or other? Can you send a push notification to one individual or only the whole list? You can only send it to the whole list, Thomas. What sort of budget should one have to do the 60-day coaching program? Good question, Marlene. Now, we've got this. So 1971 off. And then what will happen is you'll need a site creator, all right? So you'll need something that's a site builder. We'll give you some recommendations for it, and we're going to give you a deal on a couple of ones that we have access to help you build your pages fast. That's really important. You also need hosting. You'll need an email marketing company. All right, so Aweber, GetResponse, you can get a 30-day free trial if you want. For hosting, you just need HostGator, which I think is about $7.95 for the month. You'll also need a domain. You'll need a domain to start, so it's about $10 to $13 US, I think. And then you'll also need a that's all you need, actually. That's all you need, because we provide everything else. We'll be providing you with a lot as well. So you will only need a certain amount. We'll actually provide you with quite a bit. So that will be all you'll need to get started. And then after that, there won't be any surprises. On the first, in the first email that I'm sending you, I'm actually sending you what we need you to get in order for you to go through this process with us. So there won't be many costs, a couple of $100 max, but most likely to be a lot less than that. We'll give you recommendations, and if you have Optimized Press and Fusionsoft and hosting, Ruben, then you don't need anything else. That's all you need. MailChimp, yep, MailChimp's perfect, Leslie. MailChimp is perfect. Can it be used with WordPress or HTML websites, Jerome? Yes, it can. All right. Now, any more questions about anything? I've seen the questions have stopped, so I hope everyone's happy, but if there's any more questions, let me know. Sure, Sharon. In order to make money with the 60-day coaching program, we'll be taking you through all the steps you need to get from day one right through to 60 days, where you're actually going out, you're making money, you're emailing your list, you have a subscriber list, you've launched a product successfully, and you're now selling. That's the goal at the end of 60 days, and we'll take you through all the steps to get there. What you'll need is you'll need about an hour a day. You'll need about an hour a day for those 60 days. So, we recommend that you drop everything when you get started, clear your mind completely. Don't look at your emails that come through from for other offers or other strategies, anything like that. Just focus on these 60 days. Give us 60 days, and we'll take you through exactly what you need to do in order to be successful. And we really encourage you to just focus on what we're showing you. Just focus on that. Just give us 60 days. We'll teach you a lot. We'll show you everything you need to know, and we'll show it in a structured and easy to understand way. That's the key, because you need to be able to focus, and that's the real core of doing that. So then after that, you'll need a site builder first. So you'll need something to build websites. It could be lead pages, not websites, but web pages. It could be lead pages. It could be optimized press. It could be, I think there's Rocket Builder. It could be, any of these types of page builders. If you have anything that's a page builder, you'll need a page builder. That's the main thing. You'll need hosting. Okay, so you'll need hosting. You'll need an email marketing client. So Aweber, GetResponse, MailChimp, any of those will work fine. You'll also need, as well as part of that, you'll need a domain. So you'll need to buy a domain, and we'll coach you through how to choose a domain correctly. So it's about $10, $13. Then you'll also need, as well, on top of that, that's it. That's all you need, actually. No, that's all you need. We actually provide quite a bit as well. So you'll get a lot of softwares that we can offer you. You'll get about 4 or 5 softwares that we give you as well to help you through some of the process. But yeah. Now, optimized press. It's optimized press. That's what I use. ClickFunnels is another. You could use ClickFunnels. Lead pages. You could use any of those. We'll give you a list of suggestions and ones that will work. So you'll get a list, and you can choose. We'll give you our recommendations, and then you can choose which one you want to do. Thanks, Jerome. Excellent. Thanks for coming on, and I look forward to talking with you again soon. All right. Well, so that's all the questions for today. I don't want to hold anyone up. It's Saturday night, so I'm sure you've got a lot of things that you want to get to, or maybe a lot of ideas are running around in your head. So maybe you want to just jump on and start doing that. And I'm going to get some emails out as well to those who have got in today. Thank you for getting access. Really, really cool. I'm putting your trust in me and my team to provide you this information over the coming couple of months. So it's going to start in 2 weeks, that training program. So you'll get an email from me to start things off with some homework, and not some homework, but some stuff you can get done, and as a base, and some of the stuff you might need so you can prepare for it. So you've got 2 weeks to prepare. Then after that, we'll start the 60 days, and we'll be going through, everything that you need in order to really become successful with this time that we have, and going through the different steps. So it'll be, the benefit is that you'll be learning the skills you need in a step-by-step way. So you'll know where it all fits in, which is often, a big part of the puzzle. A big part of being able to do this stuff is knowing where it fits in, when it comes in, when to do it. That'll really help, and you'll be able to focus just on what we give you. So you'll be able to clear your head and just focus on doing the steps you need to in order to reach some success. So I want to say thanks for coming on today. I appreciate that you've got access to Push Leads. Look out for the replay as well tomorrow. It's going to be coming out tomorrow morning. Look out for an email from me with that, and I look forward to talking with you again soon. This is Sam Becker. Thanks again for listening. Thanks again for coming on, and I'll see you all again soon. See you later.